Hi there, gorgeous, and a very happy Saturday to you. I hope that you had a great week. We did here. Everyone is feeling a lot better. I still don't have my voice back 100%, but my weight loss is it's been stalled out since I got sick. It literally dropped down to that number because if you missed last week's video, I shared that when I got the flu, I lost 8 pounds in a week. So it's no wonder why my body is just like, nope, I am not losing any more. I'm gonna hang on to what I have left because that was just too fast for me. So I get it. I understand why my body is not letting go of any more weight right now, and that's fine. We'll just wait for it to do its thing. So I might be stuck in this plateau for a little while, which is fine. I also started getting these massive cravings this past week that hasn't happened to me since I started this weight loss journey. And I mean cravings for sweets like you wouldn't believe. Like I want to eat all of the chocolate M&Ms that we have. And that's not like me usually. And I'm not sure where this is coming from, if it's my body's way of trying to put that 8 pounds that it lost back on, but I have been fighting them hard. And my husband even came in the other day. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. He came in with a dozen donuts. I love me some donuts. I mean, that's an understatement. I am just passionate about donuts, but I'm so proud of myself because I maintained distance. I was like, no. So I wanted to share with you today how I organize my fridge to stay on track and little tips that I've used that I've picked up from others in the past that have helped me organize everything so that I'm not likely to cheat or stray from the things that I am supposed to be eating. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is, before I show you my fridge, I have these containers that I absolutely love and I swear by. I bought them about 2 years ago, and this video is not sponsored at all. I'm just sharing this to help someone else who might be in the same struggle that I was. I was having a problem with food going bad so quickly in my Tupperware containers. And even like if you bought carrots in a bag, brought them home, put them in the fridge, they would go bad so quickly. And I started researching if there were any Tupperware containers that helped to extend the life of your produce. And I found these from Rubbermaid, and I read several different blog reviews 2 years ago on them and was really sold on what a lot of these people had to say, even though they were sponsored posts that I was reading. And the second that I bought a collection for myself, I went and picked them up at Bed Bath & Beyond. I started using them and I noticed a tremendous difference in how long my produce was lasting in the fridge. And I'm talking about strawberries, which typically go bad within 3 or 4 days if you don't eat them up right away. These containers will keep your strawberries for upwards of 6 to 7 days. And lettuce, spinach, things like that tend to last a lot longer in my fridge than they did before I was using these containers. And they're pretty pricey when you look at them from a Tupperware perspective, but for how much money you're saving in not throwing out food, they really do begin to pay for themselves. So I'll try to find them either on Bed Bath & Beyond's website or Amazon and have them linked for you below. I actually need to buy more of them because we've used them for so many things around the house. I mean, they're great for the pantry too. So that's what you'll see in my fridge that I'm getting ready to show you here. Now, the way that I have my fridge organized is I keep all the produce on the top shelf and I have them in those clear bins. And usually the first thing I do when I come home from the grocery store is I will cut apart all the produce, all the fruits, and put them into my containers so that they stay fresh longer. And I do cut apart my broccoli. I'll take the spinach out of the container that I bought it from in the store, put it into my Rubbermaid container, and I organize everything that way. And I try to keep it at eye level. That was something that I read that really spoke to me and has helped me over the years to stay on track, is you want to keep everything at eye level so that when you go into the fridge and you're looking for something to eat, that's what you're going to be met with. Usually I'll try to have cut up carrots in a container so that they're easy to access. It's a great snack on the go. They do help to fill me up. I'll try to have things like grapes, blueberries, strawberries right there in full view so that, again, something quick and easy that I can grab and snack on. And then because I'm the only person in the house that's on this diet, nobody else is joining me, obviously. I have 2 toddlers and a baby, and then my husband is just, he tries, God bless him, but you know, he's he's not following it like I'm following it. I try to keep all of the sugary foods on the bottom shelf so that it's not at eye level and I'm not tempted when I do go into the fridge. And that's where you'll find like yogurt, pasta, basically anything that I have made for the kids that I'm going to be serving them later that I don't necessarily need to be eating myself. And then I'm not showing this part, but for me, usually I keep all of my meats in the freezer. And as I'm planning out my meals, I'll take them out the night before, put them in the fridge, let them thaw. And that's usually how I prepare my meats when I'm making a dish that requires chicken, salmon, any kind of fish. It just keeps it fresher that way. And I feel like keeping healthy options at eye level really helps me to stay on track. And not only that, but taking one day a week to prepare healthy snacks ahead of time, like cutting up carrot sticks, cutting up celery sticks, having my romaine lettuce cut up ahead of time so that all I have to do is go into the fridge, take it out, and then put it on a plate and I'm ready to go. Instead of being at that hangry stage where I want to eat now, and then you're not eating healthy, good options that could sidetrack you from your weight loss journey. So if you have any tips for staying on track or how you organize your refrigerator or any snacks that you prepare ahead of time that have helped you, feel free to share those below as well. For the recipe I'm showing you today, it is a salmon with a avocado salsa mixture on top, something I made up with simple ingredients I had in the kitchen one time, and it became a new favorite between my husband and I. And Gia really loves it too. Jet, he's a boy. He's just not into eating healthy just yet, but we're working on it. But anyway, this is a favorite of ours, one that I absolutely love and I never get tired of. Really easy to make. So let me show you how to prepare that. For this recipe, just need some very simple ingredients: a salmon fillet, sea salt, tomato, avocado, lime, and cilantro. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on to medium high, and I am putting avocado oil into the pan. You can use any kind of oil you want, olive oil, butter if you want. I love using avocado oil. And I'm actually going to turn the heat up a little bit higher here because I want to sear the salmon. Once the pan is heated up, I'm going to go ahead and add the salmon here. And I'm going to season it with the salt. You can also use pepper. Go ahead and flip our salmon here. Woo! Now thankfully salmon does not take that long to cook, and you can see the beautiful seared edges that we have there, and that's going to add a nice crispy texture to this recipe. See, a lot of you were telling me in the last video to get a good chef's knife. I have one. It just scares me. So I don't use it. I need lessons, I really do. Anyway, what I'm going to do is first chop up a tomato here. Yeah, one thing you may not know about me is I used to sell Cutco knives way back in the day, like when I was in college. And I still swear by them. They are still my most favorite knives ever. I know some people say Henkel is the best, but I am a staunch supporter of Cutco. I love me some Cutco. We'll go ahead and cut up our avocado here. And then we'll go ahead and cut up some of our cilantro. And then we'll cut our lime in half. So we'll add our avocado and tomato in the bowl. Put the cilantro in there. And then juice our lime. And then I'm going to add a little bit of avocado oil and a generous helping of sea salt. By the way, I just love that so many of you are making these recipes and sharing them with me and then telling me, my family loved it. I had a woman the other day who told me she had a really picky teenage boy and he just loved the pan-licking chicken recipe that I did last week. And it just makes my heart so happy because I love, if it's one thing that I love, outside of makeup, it's cooking and being able to, I feel like cooking is just an expression of love, you know? And so when I can share something with you and then you enjoy it, it's like, ah, yay! So I love it. It's just awesome. For next week, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite breakfast recipes. Simple ingredients, easy to make, and a lot of really good options there. So I'm looking forward to that. Feel free to share your weight loss journey below, where you are, how you're doing, any tips that you have related to today's video, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.